Hey guys, Jordan here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about audiobooks, so let's get into it. All right, so before I get started, if you're into real estate photography, make sure to hit the subscribe button, as that's what I talk about primarily. Now, this video is not necessarily real estate photography related, but it's some of the things that I found value in recently. So anyways, I made a video that said Jordan answers, don't get duped by fake mentors. I said, there's a lot of fake mentors out there that want to show you the way to success, right? And my honest opinion is that there's no shortcut to success. But I think by getting knowledge from mentors out there now, real mentors, in my opinion, you can get great information, great knowledge. And where a lot of things of way that I think come from are from the audiobooks that I've consumed over the years. And I've consumed a lot now. There are some that have stuck out more than ever. And I'm getting to Multi-Focus Media's question. Thanks. They ask, what audiobooks have you gotten value out of? Curious to know. Thanks. And originally when I was thinking about this question, this is going to be like recently this year. These are some of the books that I have focused on. Some of them may be well known or others not known. I kind of like to read books from obscure authors. There are some really great books from obscure authors, and I didn't spend a whole lot of time coming up with this list, but I'm just looking at my Audible library right now. And this year, number one is probably 4,000 Weeks. That's a great book that can really shift your thought process on life in general. It's a great book. It's not necessarily business, but it's a great book. It actually kind of made me think a little bit differently, and that's kind of what I like about certain books. Now, I also read 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. That's a great book as well. I like that book. This one, it's called, I think this one's not very popular, or kind of obscure. It's called Humbitious by Amir Kasi, and the subtitle is The Power of Low Ego, High Drive Leadership. Anyways, those are some of the ones that stick out to me recently over the last couple months. I honestly like to listen and read a lot of books. I've probably listened to 4,000 Weeks 4 or 5 times this year. 12 Rules for Life, a couple. I like to listen to some of the good ones multiple times. But anyways, those are a few of them. I should probably sit down and make a list of some of the best ones. No, I will talk about the one that really helped me when I first started my business, and that was Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Now, I know that Gary Vaynerchuk's all big now, but back in, I don't really follow him much these days, or many people. I just, look for value. But that was Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk was really, really the book that inspired me. I didn't really have much mentors whenever I started shooting real estate photography. And it really helped me feel like I could achieve success, even though I didn't have a lot of people in my life that were telling me that I could achieve success. Or, a lot of people, when I left corporate America and did it, they weren't the biggest fans. They're like, dude, what are you doing? You had the really nice job, you got paid really well, and you take off to do this. And it's been a journey, but man, that book really really helped. I think at different parts of the business, you got to kind of focus on different subjects, right? So if you transition from a solo photographer to multiple photographers you're trying to manage, you probably want to consume more leadership and relationship management kind of stuff. And then if you're trying to scale, maybe some books on scaling or small business in general. If you're not too familiar with small business and how to manage, there's some really good books out there that can help around that. So anyways, do me a favor. I typically will make videos like this if you leave comments. The more specific your comment is, the more specific I'll get. So if you're like, hey, I just started my business, I don't know anything about business, what books do you recommend? Or I need some motivation. What are some of the books that has helped you when maybe you weren't the most motivated state of mind in your business? Or, because honestly, there's some that stand out for kind of all facets of business, and that's if you're into reading. I know a lot of people aren't into reading, but honestly, I think it's the best education. I went to formal school. I got a master's degree and everything, but in my opinion, there's no substitute for hard work or for business experience. And I can tell you, I've learned more by reading audiobooks than I have ever from formal education. From business school, I learned, the basics, but I kind of already had that. It's really not that complicated. There's just, but there are great books that will kind of help. I think they're closer. They're a lot less theory and closer to action. I guess that's a way to put it. So, anyways, that's it. I know I kind of went on a rant. I talked about a few books, but leave your specific comments below of like a topic or something, and I will answer with specific ones for that. Maybe in another video I'll do a top 10. If you want to see that, let me know as well. What are your top 10, or maybe be more specific? The best. Maybe I should put together a list of like my top 20 best audiobooks. Maybe that should have been this video, but it's not. So anyways, if you got value out of this video, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.